What's up? Welcome into your daily Buckeye Blitz for a Thursday. You know it's a thirsty Thursday here, March 14th, 2024. Winding down here on the week. It's all downhill, sledding downhill. Yeah. And with a drink, it goes faster. Hey, check out the BuckeyeCast.com, the video vault. It's there for your leisure and your pleasure. We're nearing 300 videos there. You've got all the highlights you could want, your future recruiting, your future Buckeyes. You've got your legendary Buckeyes. You got condensed Buckeye games there. You can watch us beat up on the cheaters in 10 minutes. Boom, done. There's so many good highlight videos in there. Katz and Moyer, Eddie George, all-time great Buckeyes, Ezekiel, Mike Thomas, CJ Stroud even. We've got Marvin Harrison. We've got the old guys, Jack Tatum, Chris Spielman, Arch. Got to have Arch. You got a special on Woody Hayes in there. So check out the BuckeyeCast.com. Click on Video Vault, and you're in. All right, let's get into it. Today we're continuing. I think this is our last freshman recap from the 2023 class of this spring. Defensive tackle Jason Moore. So let's get into it. Coming in, Jason Moore was 6'6", 280, coming out of DeMatha, the powerhouse up in Maryland. He was a high 4-star, a 9.679. Nationally ranked number 67 player in the class, number 8 D lineman, and number 2 player out of Maryland. Larry does so well up in the DMV still. He's missed a few here, but you can't get them all. Currently they got him listed at 6'6", 305. So dude is putting on weight already. And you're going to need that now that he's making the move down to D tackle. So Jason Moore from DeMatha High School, same school as Chase Young, by the way. As a junior, Jason Moore recorded 73 tackles and 14 sacks. As a senior, he was a second-ranked recruit in the state. His scouting profile read like this. Jason has the ideal frame with length, huge length guy. You know that. It's been a while since we talked about length. Already has mass and can easily add size and strength to play inside on the line of scrimmage. He's a dual sport athlete that also played basketball until his junior season. He stopped to concentrate on football. He's strong at the point of attack, can anchor, stack, and shed, locates ball carriers well, showed improved get off and explosion at the snap early in his junior year. Is powerful and can sink his hips and explode up into offensive linemen. Shows the ability to collapse the pocket. Does not get frustrated and keeps working hard against double teams. His lower body flexibility to dip his shoulder and get around the edge and explode into the backfield. He improved his ability to chase down the line of scrimmage in the offseason. And his change of direction got better, but has to continue to develop. He has to continue to evolve his technique, which should take place given full-time commitment to football. He relies heavily on strength and lower body power to push offensive linemen backwards. He has to work on hand quickness and ability to disengage. He must develop more sets to counter when initial move does not work. He's projected as a multi-year starter at a high-level college program and has first-day NFL draft potential. So let's not put too much pressure on the kid. 24/7, Jesus. Moore signed with the Buckeyes after taking official visits to Ohio State, the Cheaters, Notre Dame, and Penn State. He also had offers from Bama, USC, Texas A&M, and Oklahoma. So last season, Moore played defensive end in high school, and now at Ohio State, he's been moved inside to tackle. He was listed in high school at 6'6", 260, but already up to that, like I mentioned, defensive tackle weight by the time he arrived in Columbus last summer. Don't forget last summer. Larry Johnson said back in May of last year, when Jason was coming in, he said, quote, "I like Jason. I think Jason's got a good chance. He's a quiet storm, we call him. He doesn't talk very much, but very hard worker, looks good. He's up to 295 now, so he's in a good space right now. So we'll continue to watch the development." Again, Moore didn't enroll until June, so it limited his reps in fall camp. He only played in one game last year, so he comes into the 2024 season as a redshirt freshman. So going forward, the Buckeyes lost two of their top 5 leaders in snaps at defensive tackle. They lost Mike Hall to the NFL, and then Jaden McKenzie hit the transfer portal. So there's going to be snaps available for Jason Moore. Also with the 12-team playoff, I know I keep banging on this point, but it's something you got to keep in the back of your head as we enter the season, is with a 12-team playoff and playing possibly 16 games, the Buckeyes will play 3 to 4 more games this year. So Larry Johnson's rotation has to expand, like my waistline. Ew. Jason Moore is a unique defensive tackle at 6'6". He brings the kind of pass rushing experience to the interior that Larry Johnson loves. And his teammates have noticed. Jack Sawyer said back in December, quote, "Jason's huge. You look at Jason, yeah, he's about 6'6" with a 7-foot wingspan. Super talented." So the Buckeyes do return Tyleik Williams, the starter at the 3 technique, but there isn't much experience behind him. Jason Moore is just one of a few players who have a chance to get into the rotation, and they haven't penciled in at the 3 tech. So Moore will be battling with senior Tywone Malone. Don't forget about him. Malone, we'll get to their snaps in a sec. And then 3rd-year defensive tackle Hero Kanu. I always forget that Kanu is coming into his 3rd year. So those 3 are going to battle for the primary backup spot in that 2 deep behind Tyleik, right, at the 3 technique. But last year, Tywone Malone only had 49 snaps. Hero Kanu had 90. So where does Moore factor in there? It is Tywone Malone, Tywone Malone. Is he even in the conversation? Only getting 49 snaps. You got to remember, checking the grid here. Yeah, he's a 2021 guy, even though he transferred from Ole Miss and he redshirted there. Yeah, he's going into season 4. And if he doesn't make an impact this year, what does he do? Tywone Malone. So limited snaps by the guys behind him. But again, playing 16 games, you got to rotate those big men. And Larry Johnson likes to cross-train the tackles, so you could see others in the mix at the 3 tech, like you got Caden McDonald or Will Smith Jr. We've talked about them. So this is Jason Moore's first spring camp, first winter workouts. So this is only going to help him get ready to compete for reps and snaps in the fall. So we'll see how he turns out and how he turns up. So I got for you today. Talk to you tomorrow on a Finally Friday. Don't forget to hit the BuckeyeCast.com video ball. We'll talk to you later. Go Bucks.